News Channel 2 is proud to bring you this special presentation. It's Hockey Night in Utica with your Utica Comets.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? The key to the city. What's the key to the season is what we're going to find out tonight as Utica takes on their longtime rival, the Syracuse Crunch, on opening night. It's never been done before, and these two teams will lock up for the first game of the 2023-24 season. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Shia, happy to be joined by Sean Wyman on color commentary. Well, Sean, you've been through some pro seasons in your playing days. Tell us what you think those guys are feeling right now in the room.
This is what you worked all summer for. The guys couldn't be more excited. I'm sure there's definitely some nerves, some butterflies. But once the minute that puck drops, the boys will be ready to go. And I'm expecting a big night from the Comets. You know, our I-90 rival right down the road. But I think the Comets are going to crunch them tonight in Utica.
Well, you know, the top affiliate, the Tampa Bay Lightning, were very good against Utica last season to start things off anyways. And then the tide turned about midway through the season in the rivalry. It ended up pretty even. But at the end of the day, you play a team 14 times during the course of the year. If you dominate, one team dominates, that's a big boost for your chances to make the playoffs.
That's an absolutely huge swing. I mean, those games, these interdivision rivals are so massive. Like you mentioned, 14 games against one team. You can just imagine how much hate is going on by the time you hit Game 7, Game 8. But the points are important, and like, you know, new season, new opportunity, and we're hoping we can capitalize on this.
Fans you're looking at the crowd inside the Adirondack Bank Center. What is set to be a huge night as they'll introduce the hockey operations staff, and the players will listen in at ice level. introduction to the players have been here a long time, and now some of the new guys coming in. Fans are into it. We'll wait for the anthem, then the puck drop of the highly anticipated 2023-24 season. Jam-packed Adirondack Bank Center live on WKTV. Jason Shia and Sean Wyman in the broadcast booth. We'll start with your starting goalies, presented by NBT Bank. Don't just get a great team, get one of the best. And well, in goal, the starting goalie from the Utica Comets, Erik Källgren from Sweden, drafted by Arizona back in 2015. The 26-year-old's got size, 6'3", 200 pounds, played for Toronto in the NHL and the Marlies in the American League, and was the goalie that defeated Utica in last season's series against the Toronto Marlies. On the other side, it is Pyotr Kochetkov. Yes, a draft pick of the Carolina Hurricanes and a prospect of the Carolina Hurricanes. You typically don't see that, but the Hurricanes have no AHL affiliate, so they've put their goalie in Syracuse. Well, we're watching a live ceremonial puck drop. As you know, Sean, IIHF action will take place here in Utica. First time ever. The women will have 10 teams, I believe, right here from all over, including, of course, U.S. and Canada. It's a big deal coming up in April. Yeah, massive deal. Obviously, it's not an Olympic year, so this is their Olympics. It's going to be 12 days. And we're going to see the best of the best playing here in Utica. And it's a big thing for the city and a big thing for USA Hockey to have it back on home soil. Last time was 2017. So that crowd here on USA soil can rally the team. All right, let's take a look at your starting lineup, brought to you by Don. Over 400 pre-owned cars in stock. They'll begin with, of course, Källgren in the net. It'll be Wotherspoon on defense with Cal Foote. His brother Nolan, of course, played here several years. Max Willman up, and he'll be on the line with Justin Dowling at center, and the leading scorer of last season, Graham Clark, on the right wing side. We have a lot of expectations for numerous players. Graham Clark is one who's been around. Great season last year. He hopes he even has a better one this year. Yeah, hopefully, you know, Clarkie scratched the surface last year. He really got some confidence, and excited to see what he can do this season. The season is underway, and it's held on to immediately by Kochetkov. He'll take the whistle. Let's take a look at our Mohawk Valley Health System injuries and scratches. And well, for the Comets, we have scratches in the form of Kyle Criscolo, Ryan Fitzgerald, Michael Vukojevic are out, Topias Villain as well, not available to the team, Criscolo and Fitzgerald, as a result of injury. Face off to Kochetkov's right side. It is one back, and then it's held onto by Clark, firing, saved by the goaltender, and now swatted out to the far side before it's regathered in the far wall by Max Willman. There's Dowling trying to work it free against Gabriel Dumont. And they'll help it out to center ice, and going after is Cole Koepke. First on it is Tyler Wotherspoon, the former Canadian Olympian. Here's Willman stepping down the far side, trying to wrist her. That was blocked by Declan Carlile. Threw it in front, and now Dowling had it hop over the blade of his stick. We've played just about 40 seconds worth of the first period. This is controlled by Cal Foote, and Tyler Wotherspoon will hold on. Foot is going over to the bench, and he's going to make a change, but he can't because of the forecheck pressure that has been laid on here by Chaffee, but for it's controlled by Wotherspoon moving down the near side. Then off the stick of Bowers, who mishandled. The other way it goes. Felix Robert from long range. That was blocked in front. Nicely done. Couple of extra shoves is going to get him in trouble, and it's going to be a penalty coming up against Daniil Masul. And, well, he took a couple of extra hits there, and referees, an early indication, maybe he's not going to take a lot of that as we look at our players to watch tonight, brought to you by Don's Ford. Gage Goncalves for Syracuse, and Simon Nemec. Let's talk about Simon Nemec and how great he was last year, second overall draft pick just a couple summers ago.
I mean, the way he's come from last year as a young 18, 19-year-old kid to how he's come, I think he's actually 19 now, but the improvement, the training camp that he had in New Jersey this year, I think we're going to see him take the next level and really push to get that call up soon.
Well, we are now on the Mohawk Valley Materials penalty kill as Masul is in the box. And, well, one thing you talked to me about, Sean, is last year, especially teams not great. It needs to be better this year, including the PK, which was last year in the league, it was 27th.
Yeah, a penalty kill, obviously you win and die by specialty teams in this league. Teams are so strong on the power play and penalty kill, and there's so much parity here, and if you can really have great specialty teams, it makes a difference to get you the extra 2 points.
Swung around the boards and then cleared all the way down. Now racing after it is Chase Stillman. His first taste of pro hockey. Chase Stillman's dad, Corey Stillman, I'm going to probably call him Corey 100 times, but Chase Stillman, his dad, is a two-time Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay and the Carolina Hurricanes, and coaches now in the NHL for Arizona. It's played by Dumont around the boards, now cut off in the trapezoid, and Chaffee holds on the shooting right side. He'll play it up to the point. Thompson sending it across. This is on the blue line, and a good, hard effort by the captain, Ryan Schmelzer, to force it to center ice.
Really looking for Schmelzer to lead this team. I mean, a lot of new bodies, and I think that...
nice pass. Shot scores! What a quick release over the shoulder of Shalgren. And Ilya Usau found daylight and buries it.
Yeah, Comets got caught on a bad change there on the penalty kill. I think they're going to want that change back down the road, but nice pass through the neutral zone, come in, and you really put that one top shelf on Shalgren. But I think, you know, here we are again talking about specialty teams, and, you know, Syracuse gets that power play goal. That's something that is going to be important for the Comets this year, is have a good PK and, you know, hopefully be good on the power play.
And you can practice this stuff all you want. You know they practice PK and power play, but the fact is you got to get into the game to really see what you got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sam LeBerge will wind it up. Chetkov stops it behind the net. This is held on to and moved on the right wing side for LeBerge. Trying to keep the puck in, unable to do it. And it's swept in to the right of Shalgren as he'll watch Santeri Hataka play to the far side. Kept alive by Littleberg on the far wall now. They go cross size. Stepping up for a shot, then faking, then taking it was Crozier. It'll bounce out to neutral ice now. And the Comets, who are down 1-0 almost 3 minutes of the game, chase the puck before it's held on to again by Littleberg, dumping it right to Shalgren. And he'll have to take a whistle as Daniel Walcott takes a little shove from Megares as things, as you know and you said, are going to get heated at some point during this long season series.
Yeah, Jay, I'm excited to see this deep pairing of Nemo and Hataka out there together. I mean, two prospects for the Devils that both of them are high on, and both young kids. I mean, we know it takes a little bit longer for defensemen to mature, but having those two guys together, I mean, I think they should be able to shut down some teams, create some offense as well.
Shalgren watching from his right side early on. Syracuse a 1-0 lead as a result. The power play goal by Ilya Usau. Not a traditional looking power play goal as he busted in behind the defenseman and put a perfect shot over Shalgren's right shoulder. This puck taken over now and thrown to center ice. Nicely done by Gambardella. Recovered by Syracuse. Sean Element will turn. Element, 23-year-old from Victoriaville, province of Quebec. This is picked up here by Jack Thompson, Tampa's third rounder in 2020. Dumped in, and Shalgren will stop it. Russo is there. He'll give it to him. Russo with control now to Justin Dowling. Dowling nicely done to the far side of Max Willman, the one-time Philadelphia Flyer. Unable to be held on to. Almost too many men on the ice really for Syracuse. Is dumped in, and Shalgren will stop it. Now shovel a forehand pass to Tyler Wotherspoon. There's Willman again. Now Dowling. Dowling wanted to go across for Clark. It's taken over the other way by Lucas Edmonds, who hits the brakes. Nice pass, now holding on Shawn D, taken down, and here come the Comets. Down the right wing side. It's Clark. He's in. Fires and a save, and the rebound loose. Another chance, and that was blocked. A second chance again. Off a body and stays out. That was close.
Yeah, that was, I mean, a great talk about joining the rush there. He had a 3-on-1 by Clark to hit the D-man, and then another shot back from the point there, and big save. I mean, the Comets got to find a way, but I think we're going to be in tough to beat Koepke tonight.
Gage Goncalves centered. He had help come into the net by Crozier. Goes off the window back to center ice. 15 minutes and 20 seconds to go now in the first period. 3-2 shots in favor of Utica, but look out, Syracuse coming again. They try to throw it across into Roberts. It's played to the near side, and now to the point in the far boards before it's off the stick of Xavier Perrot. On the blue line. Littleberg now to Crozier. Wrister, that goes wide of Shalgren. Comets trying to clear the puck out if they can. 5 minutes gone, 15 left in the first period, down 1-0. Puck gravitates the right wing side. Two Comets players quickly get on the puck, playing off the dasher, rolling now and handled again by Littleberg. He'll take control. Originally drafted by Arizona back in 2021. This is his first season in North America. Chaffee gets away from the check of Schmelzer. Around the kick plate, Chase Stillman is there. Digs it free in his backhand. And then there's the play by Hataka by way of Simon Nemec, and now Schmelzer going after it. Bounces the other way. Regathered by the Crunch as they move in. This is an opportunity on the near point. Gambardella avoids the hit. Now he gets through. Schmelzer now to the far side. Stillman in front. Centers it. Oh, Hataka was going as he jumped in from the point and just couldn't get that puck to settle.
Yeah, nice to see Hataka, you know, with confidence joining the rush there. If the Comets can get some offense from their defense, I think it's going to be very important this season.
Picked up through center ice. Now going the other way. Phil Myers waits. Phil Myers centers it. Just goes wide of Shalgren. He was looking for the deflection, was Myers, the big defenseman. Puck battle down low behind Kochetkov. There's Myers to play a backhander to the far side. Jack Thompson will loop it out and down the ice. Will it have enough for icing? I don't think so. And getting there quickly is Masula, who'll play on the reverse to Robbie Russo. Quickly skating through center ice. Fans wanted to call on the takedown, and Garas, they say no, it was clean. Jack Thompson up ahead now. Then to Fortier. Good job in the back check by Angaris. Comes through in center ice. Here's a Brackenhall firing off a stick and out of play. 13-18 to go. It's time for our hometown hero live on WKTV as we take a look at Petty Officer First Class John Fletcher, veteran of the U.S. Navy, graduating from Ilion High School in 1970. He was granted brother duty, allowing him to join his brother Tom on the USS America. He completed 2 Mediterranean cruises and a Western Pacific cruise that included time spent in Vietnam. He is a recipient of numerous awards, including the Vietnam Service and Campaign Medal, the Naval Reserve Meritorious Service Medal, and the Navy Seabee Combat Warfare Badge. We are thanking you for your dedication and commitment to our great nation, Petty Officer Fletcher. Welcome inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Well, okay, 13-18 to go here in the first period. And just your overall thoughts on what you're seeing thus far. Does any team have momentum? I know Syracuse obviously has a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, no, I think both teams are actually starting to settle in. Comets create a little offense off the rush, which is nice to see. You know, those defensemen there. Hataka made a great play. He saw it and joined the rush, and they were able to find him and get a good quality scoring chance. But I think it's pretty even off the start here, and I think if you know, we can get going here off this face-off, get a little face-off play, and go from there.
I think there's some. Here's Graham Clark holding on. I'll wait for that thought. It'll attribute to the point. The wrister is swallowed up by Kochetkov, but I get a sense that there's some chemistry happening between Graham Clark, Dowling, and Max Willman. And you don't really know what you have as a coach when you put a trio of players together, but I think so far so good.
I really like this line. I think it's got great potential. You know, Clark will handle the puck. He's a scorer, and you got playing with a couple of veterans, guys like Daniil and Willman, who aren't afraid to get in there and make things happen. So I think this has great chemistry, and you can see them talking to each other in between the face-offs. So I'm sure these 5 guys on the ice have a plan before this puck's dropped.
Face-off won by the Comets.
There it is.
Played in the slot. Roman now Dowling. Good hard work. Back to the point. Cal Foot in front. Willman waiting. Holds. Can't center it. Around the goal. The chance. They score! The first goal of the season. Ties it up at 1-1. Welcome to the Comets. Max Willman.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a goal. We talked about face-off plays right up the start, Jay. And they came up the half wall. Weatherspoon made a nice play down to the hash mark, and Willman just showed patience beyond patience. You can see him here walking around the net and then be able to bury it. Yeah, really nice goal there by Willman. And the Comets are on the board. Get this place rocking. It is blackout tonight. It's nice to see. You know, last year we had that blackout, and everyone's got dressed up tonight.
First goal of the game brought to you by First Source Federal Credit Union. Makes it a 1-1 game. That's what the fans wanted. It's got to make the Comets feel pretty good. Tying the game. Max Willman's got to feel pretty good having a goal in his first game as a Utica Comet.
Yeah, always good to get that first one out of the way.
Robert centers, and a shot just missed on Shalgren's short side. They were going for that same spot in front, but boy, you got to have hyper focus after a shift if you give up a goal. And right now Syracuse pushing for another one. It goes up and over, out of play with 12:18 to go.
Couldn't agree more. The whole hockey career that I've played, and everyone knows, that shift after a goal is one of the biggest shifts. You want to win the draw, you want to get it deep and just start going from there to keep creating some chaos and putting pressure on the other team. Obviously that wasn't the shift and the scoring chance the Comets didn't want to give up after scoring that nice goal that Willman showed patience there on. So hopefully we can, you know, keep create this momentum and keep it going.
Play resumes inside Utica territory. Gambardella gets it out to center. Only got as far as Shawn Day. New York Rangers draft pick back in 2016. 14 points last year for Shawn Day. Effective puck mover on the blue line for Syracuse all season. There's Robbie Russo, the one-time Calder Cup champion. Great to see a veteran like back on the blue line. Look out, turnover though, and a shot goes wide of Shalgren, and the attempt by Usau to score a second of the game. Meanwhile, it's Schmelzer. He's got a break. Coming out, Koepke takes it away. Oh, Chase Stillman almost had a goal, and the goaltender gambled right on that play.
Man, what a save, and way to come out and be aggressive. The chase was going right after that puck. Would have been nice to pump that one in. You know, mentioning Russo and Calder Cup champion, I think he has one of his teammates from that is on this Comets team this year, Chris Carlile.
You're right, he is. Both play together in Grand Rapids. Both won a Calder Cup in their time. This puck now down the right side. Here's Ibragimov. Ibragimov dips the shoulder, drives the goal. Fans wanted something there, not coming. Ibragimov took a look at the referee. Meanwhile, the other way it goes. Allard on the left wing side sent the puck down low. Hataka, good work, but it's regathered by the Crunch. Sharp angle, and the answer by Shalgren off the right pad. Sam Laberge, who defeated Laval in the overtime game winner in the first round last season. He'll go to the bench for a change. The Comets in the midst of that now. We're 37 away from the halfway mark of the first period. It's 1-1. Has this game found its equilibrium yet, or is...
I think we're definitely starting to see this pace pick up. Okay. Comets are getting their legs underneath them. I think we got those nerves out of the way. Walking in on the red carpet is done. Now it's game time.
And this place is jammed. There was no seats available, I think, yesterday, and they were trying to get in, so it's standing room only. Meanwhile, it's shoveled down. Not enough that will be deflected, so it's not an icing. It's Declan Carlile will take control. The Heartland, Michigan native. Now picked up by Phil Myers, indirectly ahead. Dumont's backhander ahead. Koepke was going after it, product of University of Minnesota Duluth. It's played to the near side. There's a good stick by Cal Foot. Shalgren watching from his right side. Past the halfway mark of this one. Puck battle along that far wall. It comes free for Myers and the off-shooting left side. Then to Thompson. Nicely done, Koepke. Wrister deflected off a skate. Myers again holds on, smashed it down low. try to shovel it in front of Källgren, but it's picked up by Foot, and he's got Willman going with him. Willman now avoids one. Gets over the red line, takes a hit for his trouble, and makes sure to get the puck in deep. Stays on to Fortier.
A couple, I mean, hopefully the Comets are going to get a call here, man. They put the ref in a couple situations where it could be borderline calls. They just got to keep grinding and work their way, and hopefully they can get on the power play and create some more offense.
Taking a look now is Usau putting a good hard hit there on the far side. Nicely done. The other way it goes. Xavier Perron settled it. Perron, it gets to Chekhov. He wants to clear it himself. Got it out to center ice with some help. Gage Goncalves. He and Robert are out there. They're changing the defense, and Goncalves recognizes that, sends it back for Crozier. Now played by Lilleberg. He'll wait for a moment. Gets to Crozier. Xavier Perron effectively working on the forecheck, trying to stifle the breakout. Eventually picked up by Usau, who's got the goal for Syracuse. He centered in front. What a save! Oh, that's his best, as Källgren makes a great save.
Yeah, definitely a little cross, and I think we lost our guy there on the coverage, but a great big save by Källgren.
Couple in a row there, starting to feel it now. Bauer has muscled that puck to center ice. First one comes in, it's a bullet of a shot. It beats you just under the bar. You're thinking that's the first goal against, and probably real good first shot. Well, now you've settled in, you've made some saves, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself. That
was a huge save. I mean, that keeps the momentum, keeps it going. I think, you know, you can definitely see a little bit of some new deep pairings back there. I'm also wondering how much is like a language barrier with Musel and Russo. I'm sure they're getting comfortable with each other, and, you know, being able to play like with a vet like Russo, he is going to help them out throughout this game, and I expect big things from these two as well.
Musel's a third rounder in 2019. He's 22 years old. He's from Minsk. Where's Minsk? Belarus?
It might be.
I wrote it down, but I'm pretty sure it's Belarus. B-E-L? It's definitely not Belleville. 7 minutes and 27 seconds
He's not speaking
ago.
French to Russo.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Here's the entry by the Crunch. Deflected, goes wide at the glove side. They tried that a couple of times moving in, looking for the deflection by the Crunch. It's back out to neutral territory, and Phil Myers will high flip it to the right of Källgren. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first period in a 1-1 game. Nicely distributed by Utica. Then to Angaris. Angled out to center ice, now moved away from Nemec. Reacquired by Dumont, and then Jack Thompson. He'll send a lateral pass. It'll get to Shawn D, eventually over for Koepke. Koepke holds up. Koepke dipping the shoulder. Utica keeping him on the outside. It'll be played to the far side and rifled on net and goes up and over and out of play. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more on WKTV.
Children are not.
Welcome back on WKTV. SYR Sean Wyman in the broadcast booth. On the right wing side, Thompson firing. Källgren the save. He'll soak it up and get a stop and play as we have a 1-1 game, and we got some stuff going on here real quick, though. Let's the first period brought to you by Clinton Tractor, the leader in service. But we should also remind you, Utica Coffee is committed to supporting the community. We'll donate 1 pound of coffee to the Food Bank of Central New York for every goal scored at home this season. Right now, we're at 1 pound of coffee. It'll grow, though. Utica Coffee, the official coffee of the Utica Comets. .6:32 to go. First period, 1-1 game. Face off to the left of Källgren. The Comets winning it out now. Chase Stillman will chip that puck in. Jetkov's pretty good at playing the puck, I've noticed here early on. He's not afraid, is he?
No, definitely confidence back there. I mean, it's a guy that's got a lot of NHL games.
Yeah,
He's got NHL playoffs under his belt.
Pass. He's been a part of a Calder Cup championship team already in Chicago when they were affiliated, and his numbers were incredible. Goes up to the NHL, plays extremely well, plays in NHL playoff games. Look, he's the goalie of the future for the Carolina Hurricanes, but because, again, they have no affiliate in the American League, they've shipped him here to Syracuse and hope to get as many games as possible. But if you're a coach looking at him going, I'd like to play him every night if I can, but Hugo Olenfeld is their prospect.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously Syracuse has a new coach, Coach Bouchard, this year, and they've had Coach Gruel there for years and years and years, but when you're coming into a team and you got a goalie like Hotchikoff shutting the door on the back end, it really gives you opportunity to maybe push the pace a little bit, maybe take a little bit more chances because you know that you're going to get that save on the back end. I mean, he's a legit goalie that's a 1A, 1B guy in the NHL, so he'll have his opportunity.
I used to think that about myself. Here's Gabe Fortier sending it around. Crozier playing it off the wall. Fortier right over the logo at center ice. Ilya Usau puts it on net wide of Källgren. Now to the point. Crozier wristed it, blocked. Took a good Syracuse bounce as Usau, though, is challenged immediately. Robbie Russo rolling up the shooting right side, playing it off the glass and exits the puck to center ice. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first period. It's a 1-1 game. Both teams have had pretty good chances. Syracuse perhaps a couple of more as a large shot goes off of the legs of Utica and out of play. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more on WKTV. Tied the game. That's where we sit right now. Linesman with some instruction here. Looked like for Syracuse they're going to throw their centerman out. Walcott will step in, 29-year-old, taking the face-off against Dowling. No one has it just yet. Graham Clark trying to get it free. It does come rolling to Källgren, and the net comes off. And we'll stop play with 5:24 to go. And you were talking about one of the younger players from earlier, Chase Stillman, and how you like his positioning in the D zone.
Yeah, one of the things, I know just talking to Coach Ian and his staff, and even guys going up to the Devils, that was one of the big things with some of the younger guys we've had here in the past, like Holtz or Foote, is just learning the Devils' way and learning how to play in the defensive zone. And so far, I've liked what I've seen out of Stillman. He hasn't panicked. He stayed in his lanes. He hasn't ran around. And it's nice to see that these guys are buying into that system early on. And it'll help them a lot down the road as far as giving up scoring chances.
Face-off won by the Crunch. Wrister to the goal. Källgren got a piece of the goal stick. Hit late on Willman. Nemec attacked by Walcott. There's going to be a penalty here. I just don't know what team it's going on. Neither goalie moved either. It's going to be a hooking penalty. I think this is going to go against Syracuse. I could be wrong.
I mean, is Walcott not like?
Oh, it is going against Edmonds.
Yeah, Walcott. Look at him at the bench right now. He is the guy that loves to stir it up for the Crunch. And he is definitely their heart and soul guy. You saw him go hard to the net there that shift before. He is not afraid to get under the other team's skin.
Here's a look at it. Sean, Comets are going to the Mohawk Valley Materials penalty kill. Your thoughts?
Pretty soft. I mean, we've had some go our way that we haven't got, but I mean, it is a little bit of a hold there, but I don't know about that one. I think we better have a couple coming our way here soon. But here we are again, specialty teams, right? We talked about it earlier in the game. Let's see if the PK can kill this off. Last 5 minutes of the period, huge kill.
Dumont against Bowers, the face-off dot. Syracuse holds on, and Shawn Day. Now on the right wing side, Wotherspoon, great work to force him out to center ice.
Well done. I'm anxious to see Bowers here. You know, he's a guy that's kind of been one of those guys that scored a lot in juniors, and you know, he's having an opportunity to take it to the next level. He is going to have to be that penalty killer. He's going to have to win faceoffs, and you know, a first-round draft pick of the Senators to, you know, got a little bit of time with the Avalanche, but I think the Devils are going to give him an opportunity to see what he's made of.
Gabriel Dumont had his pass knocked down. Wotherspoon's had a good shift in the PK, but Shawn Day will try to change things for Syracuse's fortunes. He played out to Chaffee, and now on the point on the far side, Felix Robert is hit once and twice by Schmelzer. Sent around to Chaffee, playing it off the wall. Didn't realize no one was there. Here's Tyce Thompson, shorthanded. Tyce Thompson moving in, has help coming with him. Tyce Thompson had it knocked off his stick, and a good hard play by Goncalves.
Great play. I mean, Tyce Thompson had a great camp with the Devils.
He did.
I think if he could stay healthy this year, he's really going to push for that. You know, the last 2 years, he just cannot catch a break. He's battled injuries. He's a guy that is going to kill penalties. He's going to block shots. He's going to get under the team's skin. He's fast. He works hard. And I just think he really needs to stay healthy to take his game to that next level.
Moved in by Edmonds on his backhand. Swept around. Fortier looks up, has help on the point. Thompson to Fortier. Stillman all over. It does come free down low. Utica now Russo. They'll make sure they mail this one all the way down the ice. Thompson with 26 points last year and just over 56 games. A shot saved by Källgren. Rebound. Chance they score! Along the ice. beats the goalie between the legs. Another power play goal for Syracuse, and they lead it 2-1.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a bad clear or bad rebound. We're going to see it right here, but I think the Comets had an opportunity right here to clear that. No, the rebound popped out, and just kind of Johnny on the spot turns and fires, but definitely have to pick up those guys in those scoring zones in the slot, and I think that's probably a rebound Shalgren probably would like to have back. He definitely wants that to end up in the corner.
All right, well, down 2-1. If this is any indication, you don't want to take penalties against Syracuse, but they've been sort of strange power play goals against us far.
It definitely hasn't been the power play where you see guys buzzing it low to high, through the slot, to the back door. It's kind of been on broken plays, off rushes. Again, as another goal off the rush, like the first goal they scored, rebound popped out.
The Bears center did great save. Koepke got knocked down, and it stays out.
Got a little extracurricular activities here. I like what Coach Deneen did again after the Crunch scored that first goal. He sent out this fourth line, their energy guys with Labarge, and here we are again after the second goal, sending out the line, and we're in the Crunch end and creating some havoc in front. That was a nice scoring opportunity there. Would have been nice to put that one in right after giving up a goal.
You like to see those plays. You kind of simplify things. You throw pucks on net and you drive the goal.
Yeah. Definitely, and guess who's stirring it up? Walcott from Crunch right there again. So I think he's that guy that he's going to either draw penalties, he might take some penalties, but he definitely stirs the drink for the Crunch, and hopefully the Comets can stay out of the box and not fall into that trap.
7th season Walcott has with the Syracuse, their all-time leader in games played. Here's Dowling to take the face-off, wins it back the point. Nemec on goal, save, rebound, in the crease, it's turned away. Second play in a row, Gajekov's landed on his back. Graham Clark fired, and the goaltender makes a save with his heels on the goal line and holds on to it.
I mean, Koepke just looking so calm. I think you mentioned earlier, like, has he broke a sweat yet? We don't know. I mean, his positioning, the way he moves, his subtle movement side to side, and he has decent size in the cage there too, so the Comets got to keep getting in that blue paint and creating havoc for him and just make him uncomfortable, because right now he looks way too comfortable.
Dowling won the face-off. Hataka takes a look. Koepke cuts it off. Not clear, turned over, and a shot is stopped. Rebound comes loose in the slot, the bouncing puck, and it's the Crunch who have it. Chaffee moving in. That looked offside, didn't it? It was close. I don't think there's a whistle. Everyone sort of stopped skating for a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe they hurt me. I have no actual power up here.
I think that's a shot Clarkie's going to want to have back. Last year that went in the net for him in the slot, but nice glove save there.
Usau and now Bowers along the left boards to the point to Usau. Getting knocked down, it's interference coming up, no question about it. So now Shalgren will get to the bench. It's a delayed call coming up. And the Comets are going to the power play, but less than 2 minutes left in this first period, down 2-1. Empty net to our right. Here's Ryan Schmelzer winding it up. Let's see if they can get something going on the delay. Bowers down the left wing side, holds on. Went back to Perron, who settled it. Kept alive by Usau, and then touched up by the Crunch and a stop and play with 1:39 left. Let's take a look at this one as the Comets are heading to the Steve Lennon and company power play.
I'm sure what happened here on the play, I know it was a late little interference penalty maybe. Cross-checking on the play, but these are the power plays at the end of the period that are so important, right? You want to score here at the minute 39 and not have to go in the next period and create momentum and tie this game up before we start the second period. So hopefully the Comets can put one in here with 1:39 left in the period. You never want to start a period with 20 seconds on the power play.
Right. I would love to know the percentage of power plays that are scored in the back end of a power penalty that's cut off, right, as a result of the period.
So difficult coming out of the locker room.
Dowling, Nemec to the right side. To Dowling, and no, it goes out to center ice. My rule change, by the way, is that you continue till the culmination of the penalty and take that time off the subsequent clock.
I mean, I like
No one listens to me, but that's what I think.
I think there's some interesting things. One of the things I heard this year too is, what did they want to say? If you scored the power play, they wanted to let the full 2 minutes keep going.
Well, in the Champions Hockey League, they call European games all the time, and they're in the midst of CHL hockey right now. Yes, that is the case. Minor penalties are treated like major penalties. You have the full 2 minutes, and if you score on the delay, you still go on the power play.
Right. I think scoring on delay, definitely you should go on the power play. I mean, I think the NHL is creating a lot of offense.
The other one, too, is how about if you score in a shorthanded goal in the CHL, the power play's over. Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Koepke makes that save from long range as Thompson's right in front of him. So we're getting a look at the Comets' power play. It's Graham Clark. Here's Nemec. Over to Dowling. Back to Nemec. To the right side. Getting it back. One-timer is blocked. Great job to put his body in front of that one, Fortier. Another chance for Dowling. Hill center, and just missing was Thompson. 49 to go on the power play. Dowling stepping up on the left side. Angled to the middle of the ice. Good job by Nemec. Now Dowling again. They're working the puck well on the man advantage. Nemec to Dowling. The seam. Settled on the point. Nemec let it go. That's blocked again by Fortier. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Nemec to Clark. Wrister. Oh, the save. It looked like it hit something in front, maybe the goalie's glove, and it shoveled down the ice.
I think he might have got a piece of that. I love the way the Comets are moving the puck around, though. I mean, they didn't panic. They got the puck low to high. You know, the Crunch did a great job blocking shots. What did we hit? 3-4 shots they blocked there. So, I mean, they're definitely getting sticks, definitely getting in lanes. We're going to have to shoot around that and create some rebounds.
Well, that'll do it. We'll have 20 minutes in the books. First period of the year is complete. We'll come back with the Utica National Intermission Report, our talk with assistant coach Ryan Parent, and you and I will break down the period live right here inside the Adirondack Bank Center on WKTV. We'll come back after this. Happy to be joined by assistant coach of the Utica Comets, Mr. Ryan Parent. Well, here we are on the cusp of Game 1. A new season brings a renewed vision of what's possible with a great lineup. Just talk about how you're anticipating this thing unfolding and how excited you are to be opening up in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, we're really excited. It's been since the start of camp for us. Really, it takes us back into September. So we've been looking at our projected lineup kind of all summer, and a lot of players we weren't familiar with. A lot of players we knew from last year or from playing against in years past as well. So, you know, you see it on paper, but now we get them on the ice with us, and we're really looking forward to getting going.
The thing about this team is you have a lot of returners. You have a lot of returners as well, but you also have a good mix of new players coming in, some older players. You have younger players like Chase Tillman. At least on paper, it seems like a pretty good mix.
Definitely. We you know, a lot of times there's quite a bit of turnover in the American League, but this year we were lucky enough to get some of our older players and our veteran guys back as well, and we added a few. And then, like you said, we get the junior guys and first-year players coming up, which kind of add to it. But we got a pretty good core that has been here for a while now, and which we're excited about. So again,
Shawn Nemec is a kid on the cusp of playing in the National Hockey League. Almost made the team coming out of camp. You get him for a second year, which is great for the Utica Comets and really good for his development as well. He'll eat up a lot of ice time. What are you expecting from a kid like that in his second year pro, but also still a very young kid?
Yeah, young's right. Usually it takes a little bit longer for a defenseman, and you know, they're not in a position to rush him. He's really motivated. He's excited to be playing. You know, and he understands after getting a good look at you know, the game in North America last year, taking a step forward, and now training camp, I think he learned a lot. He kind of sees himself of where he can fit in, but also at the same time sees things that he needs to work on. And like I said, he's really motivated. He's one of the last guys on the ice working on things of his game that he might not get in practice, but he's a fun kid to work with.
Just a couple of players maybe you want to touch on quickly, because there are some new defensemen in there. Daniil Masul comes in, and we'll get to see Santeri Hataka. We'll get to see Tobias Villain. We saw him a little bit last year, but this is going to be a pretty good decor. Then you mix in guys like Wotherspoon on the back end as well, Robbie Russo. I mean, you're going to have a tough choice come opening night.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good spot to be in. But like I said, all the guys, they're all motivated. They're all excited to be here. You know, they're here for a reason, and we're lucky to have prospects like those players as well. Each guy is working on something a little bit differently. And it's going to be it's competitive for them as well. But it's like I said, it's a fun time to have competition within your lineup as well.
For you, from the coaching side, and you have to have these defensemen talk to you constantly, doing video individually, are you motivated by these kinds of players come up to you and say, Coach, how do I get better, or how do I get more minutes?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, each guy has something different that they're working on. They're not all the same players. There's team things that we're working on as a group, but each guy they have foundations that they're working on, that they're building on, that they know that they need to take a step, and ultimately we want to get all of them into the NHL. So it puts a lot of time that we have, not only from our team, but individually working on these players as well.
I just want to thank you for your time. It's an exciting season. We can't wait to see what you guys bring come puck drop. It'll be a long year, but we believe it'll be a successful one with you guys at the helm. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Years ago,
We're live inside the Adirondack Bay Center. Jason Shire, Sean Woman in the broadcast booth, and through, well, about 20 minutes of play, down 2-1 right now. Sean, just give us your thoughts on what you've seen so far.
Yeah, I think overall a decent period for the Comets. I mean, they started out a little slow. They got going, definitely it was going. I think, giving up those 2 goals on the power play penalty kill is very important, and hopefully we can stay out of the box and score one here with 20-some seconds left on the power play.
Well, let's take a look at some of the action here that took place. Before that, here's a quick look at the statistical breakdown. Equal on shots on goal, but one thing you talked about, 2 for 2 in the power play for Syracuse. That's something that the Comets are well aware they have to figure out.
Yeah, back to the keys of the game. I mean, staying out of the box and hopefully scoring some on the power play. Specialty teams, so key at this level, and that's something that we definitely want to win the specialty teams battle.
All right, let's start with the highlights here. First goal against Ilya Usau, opportunistic moving into the zone in a 1-0 game for Syracuse.
Yeah, it's a quick play. Off the rush, I think the Comets got caught on a bad change. You can see the guy come down and make a great shot, but I'm sure that's a change the Comets would want to have back.
It's a great shot, by the way, over his shoulder. That's perfectly placed under the bar.
Yeah, when you have that opportunity and you put that in that little spot, that's a world-class shot right there.
No doubt about it. Well, they'd come back, though. They tie the game. It was Max Willman who scored the first Comets goal of the season after a goal-mouth scramble.
And here's just shows patience, and you can see it's like Crosby-like, right? He had opening up, coming around the net, and really had time to put that in after coming around the net and showing patience. It's a big goal, got the Comets back to 1-on-1 versus 1.
And a big celebration as well, which is always nice to see. Well, later on, there was a really cool moment. You and I have liked the game of Chase Stillman thus far. He had a pretty good opportunity to race down the ice and try to beat the goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, he's just showing his speed. You can see he's got a step on the defenseman there, but, I mean, Koepke really come out and attacked and made a great play.
He sure did. Well, on the other side of it, Källgren starts to settle in, makes a couple of really key saves in sequence.
Yeah, I mean, right here, talk about saves, and we lost the coverage here on the D-man. I think that's a big save where Russo lost coverage, but he just stayed calm. He made some big saves. He's been here before. We've seen that from him with the Marlies, and just showing those quick legs down low and really kept the Comets in the game.
The one thing you like about him, too, is his size. He's a big kid.
Very big kid, and there's just... Nowadays, these goalies are so big, there's nothing to shoot at it. There's small opportunity for players to put the puck there, and he takes away that net, and you can see down low there what he did with his legs.
Well, later on, it was a goal for Syracuse, another power play goal. Lucas Edmonds finds the puck and rolls it along the ice.
Yeah, you and I talked about this. Both Crunch goals weren't like the typical power play goals. They weren't, off setups going low to high. It was off plays, off rushes. And there it is with a rebound, and was able to put it in off the quick rebound off the rush.
If you're Coach Dunedin and you're sitting in the room right now and you're down by a 2-1 score, I'm sure in that room there's zero panic whatsoever, because one thing you talked about is there's a lot of veterans sitting in the Comets dressing room.
Yeah, I'm sure Smeltzer, Russo, Weatherspoon, these guys are, there's 40 minutes left to play. It's going to be a great second and third period here, and they're starting off on the power play. Right. So talk about getting this crowd back into it and starting fresh.
Is there one area in particular you think, hey, let's focus on this, and that'll put us in a better spot?
I'd really like us to stay with our men a little bit better in the D zone. We did have a couple missed breakdowns, and the Crunch capitalized, but I did see also some offense from the defensemen there joining the play, and hopefully we can continue to create that in the second and third period.
Great stuff from you. We'll be back on WKTV with a second period after this.
Sounds great.
My name is Declan.
There you see Adirondack Bank Center jam-packed. These guys look ready to go. Second period brought to you by Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery Comprehensive Spine Center. Chase Shia, Sean Wyman in the broadcast booth. Down 2-1. They'll begin the second period, 21 seconds at a nice fresh sheet of ice. So you want to win the face-off and work it immediately into the offensive zone if you can, Sean.
Yeah, definitely get it in zone and create some offense, get their D-man running around. Hopefully we can get something right in that blue paint. I mean, Koepke is just looking so calm in that crease, and I think if we can still continue to create some havoc, get some shots from the point, take his eyes away. We definitely got to take his eyes away, and hopefully we can put one by him here 21 seconds in with some fresh ice. Boys are going to be buzzing.
Well, you know, I heard a lot about him before the game. I've obviously seen him play a lot on TV, but it's a little different when you're watching him in person. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
The athleticism.
Couldn't say the more. I mean, just the way he's handled himself. I mean, I'm sure he's a little disappointed he's not in the NHL, but you wouldn't know that tonight. You know,
you would. It's a good point.
To go.
Yeah, I agree with you. Play begins. They'll start to move the puck. Power play breakout. They only have 10 more seconds to do it. Graham Clark is out there. No surprise. Nicely done. Here's a shot by Willman. Fought off. Rebound just goes wide. Hit the goaltender up high. Popped out as we go back to 5-on-5. Swept to the left wing. Max Willman, who has the only goal for Utica, lost it to Declan Carlile. Carlile gets support. Now it's cleared out to center ice. Did it miss the stick of Groshev? I believe it did, yes. It will be an icing here, 37 seconds in.
I guess it'd be weird not to talk about, you know, the Crunch and their NHL team Lightning without the injury to Vasilevsky. You know, you ever wonder if Tampa Bay made a couple calls into Carolina, but teams nowadays need 3 good goalies.
You do.
You know,
Yeah.
and there's no way the Hurricanes are ready to give up on this kid, that's for sure.
Crunch win the face-off. He'll punch this off the wall. Whacking at the puck, Tyler Wotherspoon. Came loose, and it's Cal Foote. I'm actually disturbed at how much Cal Foote looks like Nolan Foote. It's incredible. It's like they have the same parents, but I mean, at the same time, they look incredibly alike.
Yeah, I think Cal's going to definitely provide some stability. I mean, he's still a 24-year-old kid. I say that back there. I mean, defensemen take more time, and by no means is he, you know, a wily old vet, but he has a lot of games played in the AHL and the NHL.
Stanley Cup to boot as a backhander stop. Kochetkov makes the save on Bowers. The other way it goes now, stepping in, Gage Goncalves. Try the center, and Felix Robert going out of his reach. 90 seconds into the second period, down 2-1. Tyler Wotherspoon, Cal Foote, Tice Thompson. You get a really good look at what the Comets do in the D zone. They do swarm that puck carrier and outnumber them right away. And if you win those board battles, you force the other team to turn puck over. You don't want them to get set up at all in the offensive zone.
Absolutely. Those board battles, those 50-50 pucks, we like to call it the gray zone, that 5 to 10 feet above and inside the blue line. Those are pucks that could either drive a coach crazy or really get you some more ice time if you win those battles.
Racing after it here, Stillman. Stillman tried to center. He did have Gambardella going, but went off the skates of Fortier, and it's wired back into the Syracuse zone. 17 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Littleberg, then for Dumont, and now Koepke. Koepke holds up and shoots, and that went off the stick of Shalgren, and it stays out, and a quick release by Koepke.
Definitely had a little zip on that shot.
Shalgren will stop the puck, hearing the call of Robbie Russo. Then to Stillman. This one banked off the wall. Usau will turn back. Ilya Usau, undrafted, played for Syracuse last year, 16 points in 57 games. A stop and play here, and we'll get a whistle with 17:09 to go in the second period. A calmer start to the second than we had the first. I say that, it's Robbie Russo. Now Misul and Ilya Usau converge, and there's Sean Element in the middle of it as well.
It's just, you know, the tempers are going to flare as this game gets going on. And I think, you know, one of the things that you see, I mean, there's so much chatter with the way guys shoot the puck now. There's a lot of chatter. Obviously, everyone's heard about Connor Bedard and the way he shoots it.
Right.
But year after year, it amazes me how hard, how quick, the way they pull the puck inside, outside, and shoot the puck from different angles is really such a skill.
As you mentioned that, you really have to change the shooting angle when you have the puck, don't you?
Yeah.
You just can't shoot in straight lines anymore. The goalies are just too good.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, it's just like, you know, take that slap shot, hit it as hard as you can, and see where it ends up. Well, now with the whip and the way the sticks are created, these guys can snap the puck off with a wrist shot and a snap shot just as quick as the slap shots back in the day.
LeBerge over for Abragamov. Now for Nemec. Nemec to Utica. Wasn't in the wheelhouse. He tried to find a shot towards the net. He did, but it went off a stick and out of play. Is the slap shot a lost art?
Well, I think you're still going to see always that one-timer probably on the power play, but you really don't see it as much. I think it's more, you know, the slap shot is kind of like if it'll come low to high, you'll have the defenseman hit the puck quick with that shot. But other than that, you see them walking the blue line, you see the forwards driving down low, and it's quick snapshots. Get the puck off surprise, change your angle, you know, move your feet, and you can't do that when you're setting your feet to take a big slapper.
Don't tell that to Ovechkin.
73 goals away.
He's all right. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Everyone knows it's coming. The goalie knows it's coming. And then you're fishing it out of the back of your net. Myers hits the brakes behind his netminder. They'll play this one indirectly. Now through center, goes the other way. For a moment anyways, Allard angled back for the defense, and Myers has it one more time. No one able to settle this puck down at center ice. This is the non-highlight portion of the game. Up and down the neutral zone we go, and now it's entered in by Dowling, then Willman. Turned over just out of the reach of Graham Clark. Boy, that would have been a great moment for him between the circles as Carlile drags over the line. Goes center. Turning with it on the near side. Felix Robert trying to center. Now Goncalves. Myers holds, plays it to the empty corner, now occupied by Robert. Circles on his backhand, twists to his forehand. Back that right wing goes up top. Oh, and Day missed it, and it inadvertently is cleared, giving the Comets a chance to make a change.
Get that change. Were Myers and Foote teammates on that Tampa Bay team, Jay? I know Myers did spend some time with the Lightning as well, so I wonder if those two guys got a little inner battle tonight.
Here is Foote. Yes, I believe they spent time. I'm not sure if it was at the exact same time, but they both were part of Tampa Bay's roster last season. Correct, yes. Myers spent most of the year here in Syracuse. I say here, but here in the American League, playing for Syracuse. And a lot of time playing in Utica, too, by the way.
14 games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's enough.
Yeah, it's a lot. Tice Thompson to Jack Thompson. No relation. Gabriel Dumont. Now Xavier Perrant with control. Take it over the other way. It goes by way of Cole Koepke. Koepke playing it off the wall. Koepke turns, has help coming. It was a moment for Gabriel Dumont, knifed away by Wotherspoon. Another board battle ensues in this one, almost 6 minutes into the second period. There have been no shots on goal in this period, it says, according to the scoreboard. For Syracuse, they only have 12. They started the period with 12. Which we thought we had at least one save for Shalgren off his goal stick.
I think we might have got away with too many men on the ice.
Very
there.
close, yes. Stillman is angled into the boards. Littleberg looks up. Now it's held on to and controlled by Edmonds. He missed the stick of Crozier. That's an icing call against Syracuse and a stop and play.
It's been a little choppy 7-8 minutes here to start the period. I think, you know, pucks are bouncing, the guys are feeling it out in the neutral zone. I think the one turnover chance there, Clarkie maybe just missed that turnover in the slot, but really hasn't been a lot of offense created. And the one guy I think, you know, going into the playoffs last year and had a good playoffs was Perrant, and so hopefully he can help create some offense for the Comets this season.
Rister from the point, save, rebound, chance, and it's kicked away. Chetkov with an outstretched left pad kept the puck out on a rebound opportunity on the initial shot from long range.
I mean, speaking of offense, I think you and I both know this is a team that's going to have to score by committee. I think Coach Deneen has mentioned that time and time again. Nice little deflection. Defenseman did a good job tying up Gambardella's stick there. But, I mean, this is a team that guys are going to have to score 15, 20 goals, chip in, score 15, and it's going to need to come by committee.
Jay Stillman on the far side. Love to score his first pro goal if he can in this game. To the point it goes. Now Nemec. Nemec put it to the middle. Schmelzer had it ramped off the stick. It's back to center ice, and now Nemec will backtrack a bit. The final cut of the New Jersey Devils from their training camp was that man, Shimon Nemec. He is as close as you could be to being a full-time NHL player. But they are stacked in every position this year. Nemec just having a hard time finding his way in the roster for that reason alone.
Yeah, I mean, the depth that they have on defense, the Devils, I think is really going to help them down the road. It's such a long season, you know, 82 games. Yeah. He is definitely going to get his opportunity.
Brag him off. Now Schmelzer. Busting through Schmelzer. He'll leave it. Stepping up, Russo in the slot. Gambardella was waiting for a moment. Now Missoul rifles it and sent it wide. Boy, that was a hard shot and just missed the mark.
Speaking of slap shot, just what we said, maybe a dying art. Musil stepped in and really let that one rip.
Back to center ice, here's Walcott.
And going back to Simone, you know, having that opportunity to play 15, you know, 20 minutes a night, 25 minutes a night at the AHL is better than, you know, playing 12 at that NHL level for him being a 19-year-old defenseman.
LeBerge got shoulder to the ice, back on his feet. The center zone eventually scooped up here by Cal Foote. With his head up, he'll send that puck to Graham Clark. Couldn't hold it in time. Now will roll down the ice. That should be an icing. It will be called now with 11:53 left to go in the second period. Well, kids, you can become a member of the Comets Kids Club, presented by Kids Teeth Only. Register now at uticacomets.com/Kids Club. Let's take a look at that last shot there.
The puck came out low to high again. He got a lot on it, but Kochetkov, right place, right time. And I think, you know, you saw it clean. We got to get some traffic in front of the net, but I think that's a couple icings in a row the Crunch have taken, so hopefully the Comets can continue to turn the tide here and create some offense off draws.
Syracuse wins the face-off. They lob it to center ice. Wotherspoon then to Cal Foote. Willman chipped it in. Declan Carlile looking behind him. He got support from Myers and now is settled by the Crunch, and they move quickly in Goncalves. Chaffee centered it, blocking it was Foote. Does come loose, it's on the point. Shawn Day gets around Willman, and then another. Chaffee waiting, down low it goes. They center. Oh, what a great defensive play by Willman.
Yeah, what a good stick there. You know, coming off the wall and getting that stick in that shooting lane. It's one thing you're seeing in today's game a lot more. The puck going in that higher slot area. We just missed the play before when Nemec tried to hit Smeltzer on that high cycle. And you definitely see the Comets trying to create offense there.
Stepping in, Hataka. Centered it to the left side down, Bowers. He'll play it around the boards. Nemec pinching in from the near side. Centered again! And that was a close call with 10:51 left. As Kochetkov makes the save. We'll come right back with more on WKTV. Welcome back live on WKTV. Jason Shai and Sean Wyman in the broadcast booth. Tice Thompson with Bowers and Xavier Perron. That's the line for Kevin Deneen. Oh, look out. Shalgren with a poke check. Down hard was Hataka, but bounced right back up. He went awkwardly into the end wall. Man,
did he ever. The way his head hit the boards and he kind of got tossed. But, I mean, nice to see the toughness early. He popped right back up and, you know, got right back to the front of the net. But that was a dangerous play.
Kochetkov beats the puck down the ice himself. They're waving off the icing, which is interesting.
Talking about playing the puck. This has been 4 or 5 times he made some plays.
Cross-ice pass behind Schmelzer by way of Nemec. Now Walcott skate the stick. He'll Send it off the wall to the near side. Carlile chipped it into the corner now. Hit laid on to the line, Shawn D. He'll move it down the right side now in the slot. Saved by Shalgren. And he'll make the save. And now we get our first really big scrum of the game. We're going to see more and more of these as time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's a play right there. I'm sure those are the ones that, there's Walcott right in the middle of things.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back with more on WKTV.
Children.
A little 4-on-4 hockey here.
That's right. Welcome back at WKTV. Let's see. This is my favorite kind of hockey. Second period brought to you by Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery Comprehensive Spine Center. 4-on-4. We haven't seen it yet. We're seeing it now. Shawn Day drops it. Chaffee has to turn back. Watching him closely is Graham Clark. Jack Thompson. A lot more ice out there, removing 2 players from the surface. Let's see if somebody can come up with something here. Chaffee going wide. Wrister saved by Shalgren. Rebound. Shawn Day will take a look. He'll center again. It comes back now in the possession of Utica for a brief moment before it's recovered by the Crunch on the blue line. They'll roll the puck down the right side. Wotherspoon collects it. Sends a backhander to Cal Foot. He had Graham Clark going through center. Didn't recognize that. Now it's Wotherspoon backtracking a bit. Comets will make a change. They're in the midst of it. 4-on-4 for 1 more minute now. Max Willman looked really good in this game. Can he get the team tied up again, down 2-1? Forced back by Fortier. Here's Simon Nemec. Nemec's pass missed. It'll be an icing call against Utica with 8:33 left in the second period.
I mean, these are the 2 guys on the back end that are going to create some offense for you. I think Utica and Nemec, especially with Russo in the box. But I'm looking for these guys 4-on-4 here to create a nice breakout and you get Dowling and Willman and use their speed. So, you know, we got 46 seconds here of some 4-on-4 action. Hopefully we can win the face-off and create some offense.
Off the draw, it's won by the Comets now. Dowling with his head up will chip the puck. Willman going after it. Battling Lilleberg the entire way. It does come off the wall for Fortier. Excuse me, Dumont rather. Dumont walked it back down the right side, angled to center ice. Now here's Nemec. And he got laid out hard into the looked like the glass in front of to the right of the Syracuse bench. And he is down. The trainer's out to look at him.
He got rubbed out. They call that right into the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
I mean, what a dangerous play. And
Curve
you hate to see there's no padding there either. I mean, it was just a late push, but the way his head and his neck snapped and hit the boards, that is not something you want to see at all.
No. That's very, very dangerous. Very dangerous.
It's times like that, I guess, where you wish you had a guy like Mason Gersten still on the ice. But, I mean, I think it was, you know, somewhat of a just bad timing. It was like a little rub out, but the way his neck and his head snapped and hit the turnbuckle there, like I said, with no padding, that curved glass, very dangerous.
Well, thank goodness he's up of his own volition. That is, let me tell you something. Simon Nemec's a tough kid. He's going to have to shake this one off the best he can, but
I mean, both him and Utica have somewhat had their bells run, I guess, if you want to talk about this period from Utica getting run into the end boards and this. It's good to see him on one knee. You know, our fingers are always crossed. Like a young kid, 19 years old, especially any head injuries or neck injuries for that matter, but he's up on his feet.
See where he's going to go. I imagine he'll go to the room. Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, he will.
You know, you and I have been around long enough, Jay. That's one head injury you don't want to mess with, and I'm sure the Comets training staff will make sure that that he's clear, especially with a prospect like him himself.
No doubt.
Any player for that matter.
Absolutely. But thank God he's skating off of his own volition. And the training staff will take a look. Team doctors will take a look.
Well, let's see how this changes the momentum of the game.
Right,
You know,
right.
things like this, it's funny how it works in hockey, but it could go one way or the other, and hopefully the Comets can rally behind that and get going.
Crunch now down the far side on the entry. Wotherspoon's going to be called. Tice Thompson, my apologies. He'll go to the penalty box. We'll see it again here. The Comets are going to head to the Mohawk Valley Materials penalty kill.
Man, once again, I mean, I understand scoring area, but Tice looks like he's in a good position there. Gave him a little hook. I guess he went down quick, but I mean, 2 for 2 already. The Crunch are. Let's hope we can kill this penalty off, because we want to get this crowd back in the game here.
All right, Schmelzer will come out to try to win this face-off. Syracuse, though, comes away. Shawn C sends it now to the right side. Puck changed direction, but it's cleared. Good work by Schmelzer in the initial burst. Chetkov had to be careful not to play in the restricted area. Shawn C goes skate to stick, and now he'll march to center ice. Down 2-1. Goncalves turned it over. Schmelzer, he's away. Short-handed, all alone. Saved by the goaltender on that one. Chetkov slid over to his left and kept it out. Now a 3-on-2 the other way. Good job by Wotherspoon, then Angaris all the way down.
Man, what a save. I mean, that was almost a 2-on-0. You got to love the confidence Schmelzer has taking it to the net there, and, you know, really got to step away from the guy. But Bowers was right with him, I believe, too. So I'm sure that's something early in the season that they'll be talking about. New teammates, new strategies. But, hey, at least we're creating some offense on the PK, and it's not in our end.
6.5 remaining in the second period. Crowd begins to make some noise here, trying to spur their team on to kill off the remainder. 45 seconds on Tice Thompson's penalty. Fortier challenged by Dowling. Usau turned it over. Cal Foot using that long reach. He got taken down trying to clear it out. He turned over to Koepke. Koepke centered in front, across, shot, stays out. I can't believe it. Cal Foot maybe. Shalgren maybe, but it stays out of the net.
What an amazing turn of events. Who saved that, Foot or Shalgren? But man, I think that's that could be something that we're going to look back on later in the game and really, really look back and change the momentum.
Absolutely incredible. There was a wide open net, and it stayed out of it. Littleberg shooting, saves Shalgren. He'll hold it now, get a whistle with 5:38 to go. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more WKTV. 5-on-5 hockey here, back at WKTV. Fans are having a good time. It's always nice.
We got our first penalty kill out of the way.
Syracuse unable to strike in the power play despite having a glorious moment in it. We'll probably have to circle that one for highlights to go over in the intermission, I think. Utica National Intermission. There's a penalty coming here, and it's going to go against Utica. The checkoff is going to the bench. This happened along the boards, called by the official. Both officials with their hands up. As Russo touched the puck, or did he? He did not.
Russo's going to go to the box for this with a cross check on Walcott. Once again, stirring the pot. I think that's his second or third penalty he's drew tonight. But, you know, from a veteran guy like Russo, that's where you want to stay. You just kill off a penalty. Not a good penalty to take. Not in a scoring area. You know, I don't like this.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't take that penalty after just killing one off. The puck's on the boards. It's not a scoring chance. And, you know, it hurts. It hurts.
Comets are going to the Mohawk Valley Materials penalty kill. Well, you're 5:05 before the culmination of the second period. You don't want to go down 3-1. You don't want to give up a third power play goal against you. They got to be good here. Rister saves. Shalgren fought off the rebound. Back the point, it's Day. Goncalves Oh, Shulgin's got no goal stick. They're going to call interference.
That is a big chain of events. Who is that? That's a Crunch captain taking that penalty inside the crease.
Gabriel Dumont's going to go. Let's take a look here. Go ahead, Shawn. Oh, he moved his stick away.
Oh. You know, those are, hey, it's a penalty. It's not one that you want to take as a player, but the Comets will take it. Here we are 4-on-4 with, you know, a minute 47 of 4-on-4 hockey. So, you know, it's almost like one of those even up calls, but hey, we'll take it.
You may make the argument the stick is in my way. I want to play the puck. How can I do it with the stick in front of me? That argument obviously did not win.
I think if I'm the Comets, I'm definitely happy we got that one our way. I think it's about time we got one.
Taka now Dowling. Here's Masul moving. Plays into the corner now occupied by Carlile. We got leaned on. Dowling is in there trying to work it free. Likewise for Graham Clark. Clark now to the point. Here's Masul. Walking it down the right wing side. Lost control of it. Trying to knife it back. The Dowling is going for a change now as Syracuse can exit the zone. Playing 4-on-4 for one more minute in a very abbreviated power play if nothing else transpires. Here's Graham Clark. Throwing it back. Cal Foot. Got checked and lost the puck. Felix Robert. Pass out of the reach of Chaffee. Put back to center ice. Here's an opportunity at 2-on-1. Xavier Perron is in. Shooting and just missed. Low on the glove side.
Great shot. I think that's a good...
Willman coming in though. Willman centering it. Kochetkov gets the whistle and a stop and play.
Here we are again with a little extracurricular activity. You think he's giving up about 7 inches, 6 inches there, but that's I tell you what, on that 2-on-1, that's a great shot by Perron. The Comets have been testing Kochetkov high. Here he tries to go low glove, and I really like the shot. I think it just missed the net. It's sure nice to see Nemec come back on the ice for the Comets. You know, I'm sure that the training staff checked him out. Opening night for the Comets. He wants to be out there. He wants to make a difference for this team. So it's great to see that heart from a young player like him.
No doubt. Down 2-1. Face-off won by the Comets. Willman stepping up. Willman to the point. Tice Thompson now with a lane. Fires and a save. Kochetkov has that one.
You know, just thinking about this game so far and trying to pick out forwards who have had strong games, I think we've seen Max Willman, when he has had the puck on his stick, he has made some plays, and it's nice to see. And, you know, that's that same high cycle that you and I have talked about. Tice Thompson comes around high, creates a shot there, but, you know, once again, hitting him in the chest ain't going to work. Scully is so big and so square.
Shawn Day rolls out on his backhand. Turned it over. Puck battle in the far corner. There's Tice Thompson to the Cal Foot. Wrister, save, rebound. Stick went flying out of the goalie's hands. Just don't move it to the boards. We are in trouble for that.
I was watching Smeltzer.
Fortier's offside. 3:02 left to go. Shots on goal now 21-16 for Utica.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting opportunities. I mean, right now we're getting in the paint. I think hopefully 12 seconds left here, we can create something. You know, I'd like to see a face-off play here where maybe we win it back to the D. We line up a forward on the outside here and try to get a quick rush, get the puck in with 12 seconds left. But 3 minutes left in the period. You know, here hopefully we can keep grinding out and create some offense here. Well, here's the play we talked about. We're going to line up wide, and Weatherspoon's going to try to hit Thompson for a quick break.
12 seconds of a power play. Simon Nemec back on the ice, which is great to see. Now he looks up. Sends that one to Bowers, who's in. Perron shooting off the outside of the cage. Tice Thompson, as we go back to 5-on-5. Backhand shot goes wide. Perron again. Bowers centers in. Again off the outside of the net as Kochetkov is watching from his stick side again. to the line. Wotherspoon rolls that to the goal, and it bounces and just goes wide. Thompson was right in front.
Man, he is all over the ice this shift. Great play coming out of the corner, right in front. Nice pass by Bowers on the backhand behind the net.
2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Down 2-1. Comets with the majority of chances in the second period. Just can't find a way yet to beat Kochetkov. Robbie Russo has to be careful. Russo. Angaris. Now Ibragimov is in. Knifed off his stick. Would have been offside. It comes back the other way for Goncalves. Stick handling, holding up. Throwing it to the middle. Good check laid on. Nicely done by Angaris. And then Robbie Russo calmly over for Usau. Sam LeBerge makes sure to get the puck to center ice. The Crunch take over yet again. Chant in the building is Utica. They want this game tied before 40 minutes. But for now, it's Declan Carlile with his head up through center ice. He'll get the red line. He'll throw it around the boards. Bouncing weirdly, but not a bad bounce because it stays out of the net. You never know sometimes in this building.
Man, you never know where that ended up.
This puck rolls to center again. Utica, now Gambardella. He's trying to send that puck to the oncoming Schmelzer before it's settled by Utica in his own zone. San Jose draft pick of the 6th round in 2019. And that Timo Meier trade, and that's a pretty good piece to come back the other way as we have a stop and play with 53.5 to go in the second.
Yeah, no, the Devils brass is high on Utica. They think that that's a sleeper pick. I think I read something about Fitzgerald asking how they could manage to throw Utica into that deal. He has shown flashes here tonight. He's showed some poise. He's had a couple of nice breakout passes early in his own zone. And it's something that I'm sure that he's going to grow throughout playing year in the AHL here this season.
Gambardella now to Cal Foot. Here's Ryan Schmelzer. Dangerous play to make as a shot is stopped by Shulgren off the left pad. Cal Foot knocked down. Swept to the point by Element. Shawn Day. Wrister blocked it away by Shulgren easily off the right arm. Battle continues for the puck. Sean Element from a sharp angle, and Shulgren has that one in the left hand. He'll hold it and a stop.
Definitely a few hits, a few board battles there going on here to finish off this period. I think the Comets will be happy just getting out of this period right now, 2-1. That's a save from outside. Shulgren's going to stop that all day. As long as he can see it from out there, you know that he's going to stop it. And hopefully, if they are going to give up the puck like that, that he can see it and make that save from out the blue line.
18.9 to go. Second period. Dowling looking for an outlet, gets Graham Clark down the right wing side. Clark finds it, kept on the perimeter. 5 seconds to go in the period, down 2-1. Dowling centered, chance in front, just goes wide in the final 2 seconds and 1 of the second. Well, we'll come back with the Utica National Intermission Report. We'll have a player profile of Ryan Schmelzer and a live breakdown of the second period. We'll come back with more on WKTV.
Out here on the roof, and I know this has been your team for a couple of years now, and we'll be going to year 3 with you, a part of the organization. Just what do what do you think? Just being here, the experience and being a part of this town. I mean, you're here during the winter, so.
Yeah, I know it's nice being out here and
nice.
Beautiful day here. You kind of get a taste of it at the end of the year last year, but to be here in the summer and kind of experience it, you experience what a beautiful town it really is. There's lots going on, and yeah, it's been great being here. This will be my 3rd year coming up. My family and I have loved it. Otherwise, I don't think we would have came back. If we didn't, then you probably would find somewhere else to go. But Utica's been everything that we've wanted. It's got everything that you need to be happy and survive. And you can make whatever you want out of the situation. You can be miserable. You can you can do whatever you want to do. But if you got a positive mindset and you just find the best in things, and you learn to love it. And we've learned to love Utica. We're here more than our home in Buffalo. So this is our home. Like I said, just driving here this week, the kids are so excited to come back and to be in the place that we've been in the last 2 years and to see the friends that he's made here. You know, it's a special part of our lives now.
Tell us the best moment I know it's going to put you on the spot here because there's been some cool moments here, but anything that sticks out in your mind from the last season that you remember with a great affinity? Because we had it was up and down for a bit. It was down, and it kind of like it was a roller coaster. And then by the time we got to the playoffs, I was genuinely surprised at how it ended with Toronto. But the Laval series to me was the best hockey you guys had played as a team. And you're rolling into that. Full credit to the Marlies; they were really good. But there were some great moments, and I thought the most electric that building had been was that game against Laval that won the series. That was goosebump inducing.
I mean, just you talking about it right now, I'm getting.
Were you on the edge?
No, Holtz had just absolutely ripped one up. I probably was going in. Holtz honestly was going to score, and I was standing in front of Primo. And
on the chip right before the goal.
He hit me like right in the top of the knee, like I had no padding, and the puck went out of play. Like honestly, the puck was going in. I think I blocked it. But so I'm sitting on the bench, like I was laboring pretty good. I'm like, oh gosh, this hurts. So I honestly wasn't really watching what was going on. And all of a sudden, like I look at the clock, I'm like, oh, there's 6 seconds left. Like, what are the odds?
Right.
And all of a sudden, you just see Walshy get it at the point, or Nemo gets it back to Walshy, and then like I couldn't really see it go in from the bench, but all of a sudden everything goes, crazy. Everything goes crazy, and so I'm still sitting there, like knees kind of hurting, and like but I couldn't believe what was going on. You see Walshy sliding down center ice, doing that celebration, but that was by far the most memorable moment of the season. Just maybe because it was the freshest, but like you said, we were feeling really confident after that series. Even going into it, we had a really memorable win in Syracuse, comeback win. I think we knew we had to win that game in regulation to guarantee ourselves, a bye or the second seed or whatever. But even just us giving ourselves a chance to win that game and then maybe getting the bye, we had momentum going into the playoffs. And the Laval series was great.
Welcome back on the Utica National Intermission Report. Jason Shai in the broadcast booth, joined by Sean Wyman through 40 minutes of play, down 2-1. Your thoughts after 40?
I think, we were lucky to get out of that period up 2-1. We killed a couple penalties off. We did get some chances late in the game, and I think the Comets found their legs in the last 5 minutes.
Let's take a look at some of the stats after 2 periods here. The shots now in favor of Utica, 22-17. They've managed to kill off a couple of power plays against them, which is great. No power play goals yet to show for it. Well, they did have numerous shots on goal, great chances throughout the period, but one guy seems to be pretty darn good tonight. We expected it, and that's Koepke, the goaltender for Syracuse.
Yeah. I mean, the saves that he's made time and time again under pressure, you're seeing him here. He's just calm, square to the puck. A couple bounces almost came our way. Gambardella getting stick tied up there, but Koepke, big, athletic, calm, NHL caliber goalie.
There's no doubt about it. I did manage to get a text message into the owner of the Hurricanes, and his response to me was, the future. And he's not wrong. That kid is the future of the Hurricanes. Well, let's move on. A scarier moment during that game as Simon Nemec went pretty hard into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, you never want to see that happen to any player, but a young player here, he's in good position. You can see he goes to play the puck and just getting rubbed out late in that hard glass. I know that a lot of rinks have padding there. Yeah. Obviously here in Utica we have that curved glass, but he did get up, he did go, and nice to see him play the last 5 minutes of the second.
No question about it. He's a tough kid, believe me. Well, Ryan Schmelzer had a glorious opportunity moving down the left wing side. It almost was a 2-on-0, but Koepke made the save.
Yeah, you and I have seen Schmelzer do this time and time again on the penalty kill. He is so good as a penalty killer. We've seen him bury that in the past, and just another nice save. I like the move that he made. I think he got the goalie moving as a righty coming that side, pulling it across the net. I think it was the right play.
Well, we've been talking about saves by Koepke. How about what happened on the other side of the ice during a PK? This was pretty crazy. We think maybe Cal Foote got a piece.
Yeah, we're up here and we're bouncing around like, how did that stay out? Wide open net here, and I don't know if he fanned on it or it looks like it might have hit Foote's stick as it went up. I think Foote got a piece of it with his stick. Looks like it blew it apart. Pieces ended up in the corner.
Well, it's your early save of the year candidate. It goes to one of the defensemen. Well, later on, another 2-on-1. Xavier Perron, who's been fantastic in the preseason, had a great opportunity.
Yeah, you can see Weatherspoon chips it up here, and Perron gets going. And, you know, going to the net here, I think shooting low was the right idea. We've had a lot of shots high in Kochetkov, but getting that low in the pads, maybe in a rebound with the guy driving the net, we could put one in.
Well, if you look at that period, are you happy with the number of chances that Utica was able to come up with?
Yeah, I think so. I think we definitely created some chances. I think there's a few plays we'd like to hit back if we hit the net. And I will say the Syracuse Crunch D-men did do a good job at times. You know, I remember the play with Gambo on the back door there, tying up his stick. That's an easy tap in. So, you know, the defense is doing their job in front of Kochetkov, but he's definitely doing his part.
If you had to look at this game and predict, is it going to be a wily veteran who brings it to a 2-2 game, or a younger kid with lots of legs and energy in the third?
I'm going to pick that kind of in-between player. I think Thompson had a few shifts where he really brought energy there. I think he's someone that's healthy, feeling good about his game. I'm going to have him to tie this game up, and I think Clarkie's going to get us the go-ahead goal at some point. But I think Tice is going to get a goal this period.
Well, it should be a good period here because the Comets know they want to win this home opener. But more than that, 14 games played against Syracuse, this being one of them. You want to start that off on the right foot. We'll have the third period coming up on WKTV after this.
My name is Dr. Mirami.
There's a live look at the Adirondack Bank Center. Third period brought to you by Turning Stone Resort Casino, the official resort casino of the Utica Comets. 72 cables in the ceiling here.
Nice to see they have it lit up red and blue tonight with all the press from the World Championship announcement on the female side there. That's going to be something that the city's going to really rally behind, and I can't wait for that come April.
Robert Esch is going to have us each individually painting those beams red, white, and blue.
It was weird having, it was actually really fortunate to have Megan and Robin there at the press conference today. 2 Olympians, 2 world championships.
Yeah.
Not too often you have that, a female and a male world champion and U.S. Olympian in the same room.
Well, they need something, this team, to spur them on. Down 2-1 the final 20 minutes of play.
Yeah, I like this line with Gambardella, Schmelzer, and Stillman here. I think getting back to some 5-on-5 hockey is going to be great.
You predicted Tice Thompson as the puck goes into the Comets bench and almost hits the new assistant coach of the Utica Comets, that being David Cuniff. He got out of the way pretty quick, but I like the idea of Stillman getting something done here.
Really good to see a young kid get some confidence early on. You know he's working. He's obviously wants to send a message to the coaching staff that he's here to play and play hard, and he has played hard. He's definitely played hard.
That'll be his game. Former first-round draft pick. Taken 29th overall in the first round back in 2021. There he is on the far side, shrugs off that free hand. Balancing the line as Robbie Russo has to retreat along with Missoul. It'll come back to the near corner. Chaffee playing it off the wall. Stillman collects it, sends it around. Schmelz with an outstretched stick, but Syracuse keeps moving in the Utica zone. Nice play along the far side by Chaffee. Comes back to the point. Here's Myers through traffic, fired on goal. Shalgren may have had that one glance off his left pad. Board battle won by Schmelzer. He knifes to center ice. Comets are making a quick change here. Myers pass, regathered, then chopped down by Stillman. No call there. Surprised at that as it's played by the Comets yet again at center ice, just judging by what we've seen earlier in this game.
Yeah, I would definitely say there's been a couple soft calls, but glad we didn't get a penalty kill there. Hopefully we can just really get some offense going in the end and put Syracuse D-men on their heels. I don't think we've got their defensemen on their heels as much tonight as we'd like to see, and use our speed.
Here's Willman with the only goal for Utica. Starting and stopping, playing it to the point. Foot rifles it, and hit a body in front. Boy, good block there by Dumont. Chipped in, and Ilya Usau trying to track it down. Cal Foot getting in the way. Nicely done by Wotherspoon as he'll exit the puck to center ice. It may have hit the linesman, took a good Utica bounce. Now it's Dowling busting through. Then Willman, centered, deflected, bouncer, and Syracuse can clear it out. Puck to center ice. Sean Element. Sending a lead feed for Fortier. Fortier threw it to the slot where it's knifed away. Willman turning back. Regathered by Elliman on his backhand. Floats it to the point. Lilleberg taking a look, over skates and shot it anyways, and Källgren had to fight through traffic to make that save as Crozier went hard into the wall. And there's going to be a penalty from the center ice official for a cross check.
Just when the Comets get a couple opportunities, and we get a save by Källgren there. I mean, I think he did get a piece of that fighting through traffic. You know, we put ourselves, we're shooting ourselves in the foot by taking penalties in our end. And obviously that just changes the momentum of the game.
Yeah,
you know, that's a hitting, it's a cross checking, a hitting from behind, whatever you want to call it. I think you call it cross checking, but you know, that's that dangerous zone, 5-6 feet away from the boards. Can't be doing that.
Comets are now in the Mohawk Valley Materials penalty kill. And Syracuse the man advantage again. 2 for 4 in this game. All their goals, both their goals on the man advantage. Chaffee. And he bumped was Felix Robert, stolen by Wotherspoon. Will throw it down the ice.
I'd like to see Utica block some shots. You know, the Crunch have blocked shots in key times. It'd be nice to have Utica get in some lanes, block some shots, and you know, help out our goalie Källgren here.
Failed entry. Wotherspoon flip it. Tice Thompson will try to track it down. Koepke. Not only is he making saves great, but I think his puck playing is magnificent.
Yeah, I mean, I was a defenseman. There's nothing better than having a goalie that plays the puck. It's like having that third defenseman out on the ice. It's so key. You know, when you're going back for a puck and you know you're not going to get railed by a forward coming at you, that the defenseman can play the puck.
Chaffee couldn't hold on. Dumont on the right wing side. Oh, hit the referee. And then a clear by Utica, killing off the first minute of the power play.
Dumont did not like that at all. He's still giving it to the ref.
It's building quiet a bit, but it won't be quiet if the Comets can find a way to tie this game. Looking for the right opportunity to do that. Stepping up on the near side, Fortier. There's Calfoot trying to launch it out. Comes back to the near side wall. Almost 4 minutes now gone in this third period. Comets down 2-1. All the goals scored, by the way, in the first. Nothing in the second, nothing here in the third. This puck floated to the line. Now it trickles out to center ice. Foot will come back and grab hold. Take a little twirl before he sends it over for Schmelzer. Schmelzer with command of it. Third year with Utica, third year as captain. He'll move in quickly now, trying to go wide on the defense. Myers. Schmelzer took a hard hit to make that play.
That was a great penalty kill by the Comets. You know, they had great sticks in position. That was definitely our best penalty kill of the night. I think we gave up one shot, but they looked solid. They looked in their positions. They looked calm and forced Syracuse to play the puck.
Back to center it goes. Allard moving in, holding, shooting. Great save by Källgren. That's a big save in this game on a 2-on-1 that developed late. Walcott.
Talk about coming attacking. Oh,
off the post. Myers rifled it off the iron. He wants it back. He gets it. Tries it again. This one goes wide again. It may have glanced off the far post that time.
We're on life support here right now.
The bells of St. Peter's are ringing behind Källgren.
It was nice to see him come out and challenge that shooter on that first opportunity the Comets got. He popped right out, right on the top of the paint.
Garas gets the puck in. Koepke stops it, plays it. It's really something. Crozier back in. Felix Robert. Gage Goncalves. Dropping it back. Crozier shot that one wide. The majority of this period has been played in the Utica zone.
You definitely want to see the Comets get some going here. You almost wonder if Koepke ever, you know, when the guys are messing around in between game days, if he ever plays forward a little 4-on-4 action. The way he handles the puck is amazing.
Battle going on in front of the Comets bench between LeBerge and Usau. Usau will deposit the puck in. Källgren will stop it. Not enough, though. Fortier rolling in front. That puck was in front of Källgren, but Nice job by Willman, and there's going to be a penalty behind the play. Element's going to go for the takedown on Cal Foot, and now we get the whistle. And we'll come back with the power play after this on WKTV. Welcome back to WKTV. The Comets are now on the Steve Lennon and Company power play. There's going to whistle here to stop things.
Yeah, it's obviously, I haven't seen Simon Nemec come back in this third period. I'm looking on the bench, and I can't find him, Jay. Usually he's the first guy out there on the power play for the Comets.
You're right. They're one short. You're correct. 17 total. Should be 18.
So hopefully he's okay. I know we talked about that in between period, but maybe they're just erring on the side of the caution. It is the first game of the year.
Right. Yep. New Jersey's playing tonight, but I'm sure they're keeping an eye on this game. Well, the power play begins. Cal Foot's not a stranger to be in the man advantage. The entry, the shot, it was blocked, back in the line. Foot, then to Clark. Clark's a right shot on the left wall. Play this one down. Tice Thompson. Dowling calling for it. Syracuse comes away. Not cleared. Nice job by Foot, rolling it over. Getting that one to Dowling, starting and stopping. Feather to the line. Cal Foot throws it to the goal. That's blocked. He'll get it back, though. Dowling again. Dowling waiting to Foot to the right side. Graham Clark. Clark walked it back. Now to Dowling. Stepping up. Centering it. That was blocked. Tice Thompson turning over for Dowling. They've killed off 1 minute on the power play Syracuse has. The Comets trying to work this thing back the line. Here's Graham Clark to Dowling. Shooting, save. Rebound loose. Shot goes over the crossbar.
Man, what a ripper there. I'm sure that's why they had Foot on the power play with that heavy shot back on the point. Had that opportunity and just missed the top shelf.
Robbie Russo, Joe Gambardella. There's Bowers, now Schmelzer, back to Gambardella. Gambardella and Schmelzer along with Bowers trying to dig the puck free. It does come loose to Robbie Russo. Russo takes a look. Across, shot, save, and held on to. Xavier Perrant wristed on goal, and Koepke makes the save.
Yeah, unfortunately that shot, Kochetkow's going to save that all day. You know, he has to drive the net and really get it in his pads. Something up on top, he's just smothering up the rebounds. But I like the play the Comets had earlier on in that power play where we had it on the half wall and a little, touch pass down to the blue paint. I think Thompson was set up in front of the net, and that little tip play I think is something that we want to continue to work on. You can see Tice just missed that there, and I really like that movement there. And then obviously the big last shot from Foot.
25 to go in the power play. They win the draw. Russo, Perrant, Gambardella, now Russo. Bowers fired. It's an easy save. Kochetkov watched that one in the glove. He was no screen on that one.
13 seconds left here. Let's win the draw, get some opportunity, get some traffic in front. Definitely don't want to watch this guy coming out of the penalty box. Last thing we'd want to do is give up a goal right out of the penalty box.
If he's seeing it, he's stopping it tonight.
Crowd's getting going here.
Bowers will take the face-off on the shooting left side. Centered back the line, Xavier Perrant. 8 seconds left in the man advantage. Gambardella. Now Perrant. Russo with room to Perrant. We're back to even strength. They work it down low. Try to center it. Gambardella gets it back. 5-on-5 hockey here with 11.5 to go in regulation time. Comets down 2-1. Russo flung that puck out of play off a stick. It should remain inside the Syracuse zone. Let's take a look at the Sprague's collision of the game. It's a hit by number 93, Mr. Graham Clark. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's number 3, Masuel. My apologies. I don't know. I can't read my own handwriting.
Maybe a little Nikita Okato? Like?
You're right.
You know?
That's right. We missed Nikita.
Yeah, they got the long hair, the high number, but he definitely laid some smacks down while he was here at the Comets.
Had some big hits. He was always up for the Sprague's collision of the game when he was playing. Wotherspoon. He and Utica on defense, so they're down to 5 defensemen, Sean. As it deflected and went wide. Shalgren lost his goal stick again as it rolls in front of him. That's dangerous. He can't get it. It's nowhere near him. On the point, Shawn Day lost it. Angaris, nicely done to Abragamov. Here's Sam LeBerge. LeBerge stepping up. Nice pass. Puck is free, and he shot just wide.
Great opportunity by this energy line.
Jack Thompson swept it to the oncoming Chaffee. They'll play it to center ice. Nice job by Foot, and now it's held on to by Utica. Graham Clark, then Dowling, punched off the glass. 20 seconds before the halfway mark of the third period. Shots are 26-19. Look out, Koepke shooting, he scores! Launched it high glove and in for a 3-1 lead, and the Crunch strike in the third period.
Tough goal there. I think we're going to see it here. You're going to see it here on the replay. I think it just, you know, comes with a young play, or actually here's just a bad bounce off the boards. Foot loses the puck on the wall, and unfortunately Crunch were able to come out and bury that, but I'm sure that's a puck, you know, Foot would like to have back and not, you know, come off his stick there. A little giveaway on the Comets side. Maybe got pickpocketed a little bit, but gonna be strong.
Down 3-1. 10-10 to go in the third. Taking the Chekhov makes a save. Look out, scramble in front of him, scores! They get it right back. Ryan Schmelzer, first of the year.
I think the shot, right here, the initial shot by, who was that, Stillman, handcuffed Kochetkov, and the rebound kind of got that in between, and there's Schmelzer, Johnny on the spot, bangs in that rebound. But that's the way you want to see the Comets come back and respond after giving up a goal, and they're right back in this game, and this crowd is ready to go. To see Stillman get his first professional point, nice assist there on that shot.
Well, you give up one, you come right back next shift. Put it on net, good things happen. The building is alive again. Puck back the point, held on to by the Crunch. Wrister blocked, nice job by Tice Thompson. Allard got put into the boards. Utica can't dig it free as the puck battle rages on. 45 seconds past the halfway mark here of the third period as it rolls down the ice. They'll wave off any icing. Chekhov lays this one right to Crozier. And an indirect pass stolen by Cal Foot. We'll get that one to Wotherspoon. Now Angaris, full speed after it. Angaris taken down. There's gonna be a penalty coming up here. Wotherspoon, now LeBerge. LeBerge, Clark fires and a stand-up save. Kochetkov has that one. We'll come right back with a power play on WKTV.
Your weekend.
We're back on WKTV as the Comets are now on the Steve Lennon and Company power play. Here's a look at it. Takedown, and now the man advantage. Cal Foot. Dowling shooting, just missing on the far post. There's a little bit of daylight there, Sean.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for that back door, that little slip play in front of the crease, and I think they're going to cash in on it right here and get this barn rocking 3-3 game.
Graham Clark dusted off. Swept it around for Dowling. Left shot moves down the left wall. Tice Thompson twisting and turning. Backhand pass to Dowling. Help up front, Clark. Now Foot. Puck was rolling on him. He got taken down, it looked like. Didn't call anything, though. Comets will start the charge again in the power play breakout. 1:10 to go on that. Tice Thompson leaves it. Dowling takes it. Dowling, Thompson. Thompson to the right side. He'll get it back, will Tice Thompson. Sending it to Cal Foote. Dowling waits on the goal line. Return pass. Cross ice attempt didn't work. Tice Thompson again trying to dig it free. He has it again. Over to Dowling. Centering pass. Stepping up Graham Clark. Chopping at it. Power play for 40 more seconds. Good puck movement. Can they get it on net? Foote sends it across for Clark. Clark to Foote. Holding. Waiting. He had some room. He elected to pass it instead. Dowling engaged in a fight for the puck. Now it comes loose to Fortier, and he'll chip it all the way down the ice.
Man, would have loved to see a righty over there when Foote slid that over to Dowling, but unfortunately being a lefty, it kind of handcuffed him. I would have, you know, I think Foote could have really stepped into that one as well, but they had tired penalty killers out there.
Ryan Schmelzer couldn't break it in himself, and so it's settled now, and a shorthanded opportunity for Allard going wide on Russo. He'll put it on goal. Shalgren's forced to take the whistle, an awkward save, but he keeps it, and it remains a 3-2 game, the deficit for Utica.
Good power play by the Comets. I mean, they had it in their end there, minute 30, moving it around, had some tired penalty killers. Unfortunately, just couldn't capitalize. Here it is again. You see Foote off the draw. You always want to win that opening face-off, especially in zone. Winning that draw gets control of the penalty right off the bat. Here's a line you and I like, Jay. They got a couple shifts here in the third, and you know, I drew a penalty, and looking for this energy line, if we want to call it that. I think this is what we're going to see this season out of them. Create some havoc and hopefully get down in the crunch end.
Well, they win the face-off. Robbie Russo, the defenseman, tried to throw that one over for Abragamov. Jack Thompson has stepped in from the point. There's no one back there covering for him now, recognizing that was Gage Goncalves. Thompson goes back to his normal defensive posture. The puck battle continues here. Goes out to center ice, and it's Jack Thompson again at his backhand, then to Shawn C. Abragamov, the F1 here. It'll get back to Robbie Russo. Now Abragamov is in. For a moment, he had a little bit of room. It comes off his stick, and here come the crunch down the near side wall. The overskate. LeBerge. Ian and Garis towards the end of their shift. They got to get back in the defensive zone for now, though. Robbie Russo will more than likely make his way to the bench along with Wotherspoon when an opportunity permits. You can't get caught out there tired now, can you? This puck is rimmed, and Russo's got to get back on it. He'll decide to wire it off the boards down the ice, but that's an icing, Sean, and it'll stop play with 5:31 left.
How could they not hear us up here? We said it was their opportunity to go for a change. Unfortunately, they're going to get stuck out there, and Russo has to ice the puck and hopefully catch a quick breather here. And this is where that conditioning comes in during the summer. Hopefully the boys are ready to go, because I know with the 5 D-men back there, Russo has seen quite a bit of ice time here in the third period.
Face off to the right of Angaris. Angaris of Shalgren. Wrong suite. Stillman, Gambardella, and Schmelzer. That's the line, but we'll get a commercial break, come back and wrap up the third period, at least after this on WKTV.
My name is
Welcome back live on WKTV. Jason Shire, Sean Wyman in the broadcast booth. Down 3-2, 5:24 to go. Third period brought to you by Turning Stone Resort Casino, the official resort casino of the Utica Comets.
Well, let's see what this young team's made up early in the season. I know the boys are going to grind it out here. 5 minutes left. I do have to give a shout out to section 116. That's usually where, if I'm not up here with you, Jay, that's where I'm sitting, kind of down by the visitors' penalty box. So I got some friends down there and some great fans that are always rocking the boards and the glass, ready to cheer on the Comets.
Your whole family's here today, right?
Yeah, the kids, the girls were here around to see Megan Caller, and my son doesn't like to miss too many of these games.
Maybe one day playing in here for the Comets. How about that?
That'd be a dream. That would be a dream.
I'll still be here calling games. 5:10 to go in the third period. Declan Carlile flips at the line. Right back in is Willman. Willman, Clark shooting, save. Kochetkov with the left pad kept that one out on a sneaky little shot. This will go all the way, well, will go wide of the goal, and therefore an icing against Syracuse. Let's take a look at our omni-precision playmaker of the game. And you know what? It's the incredible save by the stick of Cal Foote.
The way this stick gets blown apart here and the save by Cal Foote is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. You couldn't do it again if you tried.
You've seen those time and time again as a goalie where it hits the knob of their stick and flips it out of their hand.
Here's a shot, just went wide. Stepping in it was Masul, will come free now in the near corner. Can't take a penalty now, that's for sure. Got to stay disciplined, take your opportunities where they come. Maybe right now. Roll out to center ice, and here's Robbie Russo coming right back in. To Gambardella. Usul has a little bit of room. Throw this on the rim to the right wing. Chase Stillman's pass got chopped away, and so Walcott has some ice available to him and just softly chips the puck to the near corner. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in regulation time, down 3-2. You start taking some chances here, Sean, or no?
Yeah, I think I'm sure Coach Anine got his lines ready. I think we're going to come back out with Tice's line here, and then I think I'm going to see this goalie come out of the net here maybe around 2:33 minute mark.
We'll keep our eye on Shalgren to see if he stays in the net for now. He is there because he'll be facing a couple of shots perhaps in the next couple of seconds. On the point, there's one in his glove. He'll hold on to it and a stop and play.
This will give him time. Obviously, being at home here, you want this last change. Want to make sure you have your matchup. And you can see the Comets coaching staff right now making sure they have the right 5 guys on the ice because they're going to want to get this out of their end, create some offense, and hopefully get a draw inside. The goal is to get this puck down 200 feet, get a face-off, maybe call a timeout and get the goalie out of the net. So let's see if they can draw it up like I just spoke about.
Shots are 30-21. Utica the advantage there, down 3-2 in this game. Syracuse wins the faceoff. Koepke from a sharp angle, saved by Shalgren. Turning is Dowling. Looking up, he's got Wotherspoon with him. Wotherspoon over the red line. Puts the puck in the near corner. First on it though, Littleberg. Stops on his backhand. Crozier. Lucas Edmonds tries to clear. He does that now with Koepke. Syracuse content on getting the red line and getting pucks in deep. That'll be their mantra with 3:07 to go now in regulation time. Here's Dowling getting over the red line. Dowling stick handling around the defense. Swept it back to the point. Walking Graham Clark. Now they center. It'll get to Kochetkov. He's seen enough. He'll take a whistle and a stop and play with 2:53 left.
Who's our guy here off draws? It's early in the season. We know Smelser is known for winning faceoffs. It looks like Coach Deneen is sending him out. I mean,
right shot, right side, right?
Yep. This should be good. This he's definitely going to be on his backhand here, and I'm sure the Comets have something drawn up.
It's Syracuse who comes away. They don't clear it out though. Nice job by Russo along that far side. Gather to center ice, back into Utica territory. Shalgren moves it away from the teeth of the forecheck, allowing a little bit of space for Xavier Perrant. Now Hitaka, and that's going to be offside. Good call by the linesman. 2.5 to go in the third period. 3-2 is a deficit for Utica. Do you gamble at all if you have your defenseman and you see maybe a little bit of room, or do you?
No, I think why not? I mean, they're definitely going to try to create some offense here from the blue line, but I think, like I said here, they're going to try to want to get this draw in the crunch zone and get Shalgren out of the net. I'm sure he's ready to come.
Xavier Perrant over skates, giving it time for Syracuse defense. Robbie Russo, backhander to the near side. Here's Xavier Perrant playing it off the wall, but he lost the battle. The center shouldered was Bowers, and his shot was kicked away by Shalgren. 2 minutes left to go in the third period right now. Myers with a bomb, lets it go off the deflection, goes out of play.
Perron came across and got a stick on it. You know, obviously lost the board battle early, but did come back and regroup there and get a stick on and able to block that shot and go up in the play and get fresh line on the ice. Smeltzer out for the face-off again. I mean, he is definitely the key Comets centerman. So hopefully we can get this draw and we can get a nice clean breakout. We haven't had many of them.
Does Shalgren leave along with him as they've won the face-off now? He's got to be looking at the bench. Nothing's happening. No one giving any indication yet. Ryan Parent is standing and looking at his goaltender, but they can't because the puck is still inside their zone. Now it's center ice. Here's Wotherspoon moving it back a little bit. His pass got knocked down by Goncalves. It'll be angled perfectly to Foot. Here's Wotherspoon to the red line. They're trying to get it in for a moment. Declan Carlile finds it, hits it off the boards. It's kept in. Shalgren, by the way, remains in his net. And he'll stay there with 80 seconds to go in regulation for the time being. Tracked down and held on to. Chaffee's pass got swatted out of the air. Gambardella hit. Puck is loose and now once again down. So Shalgren's gone. 67 seconds left in regulation. Down 3-2 and a 6-on-5. A shot for Syracuse will more than likely end the game. The Comets with a goal will send the crowd to their feet and maybe us to overtime. Kochetkov thinking he might score. He's throwing it down the ice. It'll go wide of the empty net and an icing will come. Well, are you surprised?
Not surprised one bit.
With a one-goal game, maybe a two-goal game.
I was grabbing your shoulder here. Have you ever been part of one? Goalie?
Yes.
Really?
Alex Adelkovich scoring in the American League, yeah.
Wow. Carolina, when he was with Charlotte, I guess, at the time?
Yep.
Comets are going to call a timeout here and get some fresh legs on the ice, and hopefully they can have the right group and put one in.
Adelkovich ever scores in the NHL, which you know he wants to every time he's out there, but he'd be, I think, the first goalie to do it at the ECHL, American League, and the NHL.
Wow. And he's with the Red Wings this year?
He was with the Red Wings the last couple of years, now with Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what are you doing here? What are you thinking here?
Well, I'm anxious to see who they're going to bring back out on the blue line. Are we going to go with maybe 5 forwards and 1 D-man on the point, or are we going to have 2 D and 3 forwards, 4 forwards up front? I'm anxious to see what Coach Anein's going to bring out. We do know guys like Dowling, Clark, you know, Smeltzer, I'm sure is going to take this draw, and I'm anxious to see if Tice or Stillman or one of the young guys is going to be out there.
All right, here we go. Dowling, Thompson, Clark, Willman, and it's Russo and Foot. Did I see that right?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Two right shot defensemen.
Russo's going to have an opportunity here to walk off the wall. I mean, hopefully the puck doesn't get rimmed. Definitely harder to pick up on your backhand. But if we can get this draw, nice clean lane to walk right off the boards.
46.9 to go in regulation, down by 1. Very important face-off. Comets win it cleanly. Robbie Russo with possession. Russo to the line. One-timer scores!
Man, gotta love it. Big goal by the Comets right there, right off the face-off play. Great play by Willman to win it over, and Foot just cranks it home. You gotta wonder if that's something that the new coach kind of drew up in between there when the Comets called the timeout. It was definitely a set play, and it's sure something the Comets went over in between, but Foot hammered it home. And this crowd is ready.
Well, 37 seconds left of regulation. Here's an opportunity for the Crunch coming in, floating one wide of Shalgren. We've talked about shifts after goals. Let's see what goes on now. 25 left, kept alive. Inside Utica territory, there's Robbie Russo. They can't get it out just yet. Wide of Shalgren again. It rests behind the net. Russo, and then to the far side to Bowers. Muscled off the puck with 10 seconds left in regulation. This game may very well head to overtime in 5 seconds. It will. One more shot, though, fanned on, and goes to the near side, and 0-0 on the clock. We're going to overtime.
Oh, we might have a little tussle here. Walcott going after Russo.
Russo's gloves are off. Walcott's gloves are off. But the linesman said, let's play overtime, guys.
They only play each other 13 more times. I'm sure at some point they'll have their beat. Here it is again. I mean, great play by Russo, walking to the middle, and Foot just hammers it. 5-hole. Great screen, too, in front.
It looked like he may have, I agree.
Tice was right there. It looked like he definitely took his eyes away.
All right, let's do our predictions for overtime, man. Let's do our predictions here for overtime. I'll let you, Sean, you're the color guy, let you pick first. Who you think is going to win in overtime here?
I'm going to go with the old veteran. It's someone who's been around, has the Calder Cup.
Okay.
He's definitely going to probably be a leader on this team throughout the year. I'm going to pick Dowling.
That's a good pick.
You know, I think
like that pick.
he's showed some poise with the puck, and I'm looking for him to get an opportunity here to break out and get his first Comets goal.
All right, our floor director, sometimes color commentary provider, Matt Pacheba, has picked Xavier Perron for the overtime goal. I have, by the way, just to tell you, I've never gotten it wrong, and I'm just pointing my shot. It'll be Graham Clark. Unless he doesn't play in the first shift. Hold on, I'll change my... I always should look down who's playing
he's
first.
coming out.
He'll
Coach
be
has
out
got to
there
have
at some
him out
point,
there.
yeah.
He's got
Russo's going to the penalty box, by the way.
Now we're down to 4D.
All right, we got another prediction. Doug, one of our production members, Schmelzer is who he picked. Eric has picked Sam LaBerge. Okay, that's Eric Kawaiatek. Okay, got it. Just making sure.
Gotta love it.
Send yours in to my cell phone number if you have it. I'll read them on the air.
Jay, Hataka's getting a shot here on the point. So we're only down to 4D. We have Weatherspoon, Hataka, Foot, and who am I missing? Foot, Hataka, Weatherspoon.
And did you get...
Musso.
That's right.
Musso. Definitely butchered that. Danny's
good enough. All right, here we go. Your pick, Dowling, right?
Yep.
On the face-off. Possession is king. They have it here to start the overtime along with a chant of Utica. Fans would love an opening night overtime win over their rival, the Crunch. Willman with speed. Willman is in. Willman for the game. Shooting. Scramble. On the line. It stays out. Referee says it's no goal. Back to Hataka. After that goalmouth scramble, I can't believe that puck didn't go in. Hataka, he's got to hold on to that puck. He needs some support. He's got it again. They're tired now. They got Dowling out there driving the goal. Dowling centering, knocked down. Good stick by Goncalves. And so now Syracuse has a chance, but they misplay it. Hataka's been out there for almost a minute. He's got to slow it down, make a change while you have possession. That's what Willman's telling him. Tice Thompson's out there now. No surprise. He's got the puck from Graham Clark. Thompson weaves back to center ice. Clark's with him. Cal Foot, the hero, to tie the game. Clark lost it. Maybe Goncalves with room. Foot will catch up to him in time and then knock him off stride. Meanwhile, it's Chaffee on the far boards. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in overtime in a 3-3 game. The Comets tied it late. Taking his time is Chaffee, then to Carlile. Working all the way back in their own zone before throwing a lateral pass to Koepke. He's got a great shot. Declan Carlile will gather speed at center ice. He'll get the red line now, leave it. Nice pass to Koepke, who's actually in his skates and may send the Comets the other way. Tice Thompson towards the end of his shift. He'll have to make a change, but he'll hold the puck and wait for a couple of fresh bodies to get on the ice. That being Weatherspoon, and the other one, the captain Schmelzer, who jumps on as well as Xavier Perron gets his shift coming out now on the ice. Schmelzer's with him. They're busting in. Schmelzer dips his shoulder. Left it around the boards for Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon for an open Schmelzer. Schmelzer floats it over. Xavier Perron. He's going to go back out to center himself.
Man, as a fan, is this exciting or what? You love to see the skill, the speed of these guys, and just the ability to beat someone one-on-one.
Schmelzer takes the puck inside. Missoula's on now. Xavier Perron Needs to get 2 hands on the stick. He lost control. It goes back in a 3-on-2. Allard, look out. Chance shot missed on the blocker side of Shalgren. It'll ricochet down, but Perrant's got to come to the bench for a change. Meanwhile, Allard, he'll sweep back and now send it out to Crozier. Crozier with a little room. He'll step in. His team is also making a change. Tattooed along the wall. There's Dowling and Willman back on the ice. And they're out there with Monsieur, who's got the puck again. 2 minutes left in overtime in a 3-3 game.
And wouldn't you love to have Simon Nemec out here right now?
Willman in. Willman's pass. Here's a shot. Save. Kochetkov off the blocker. Back the other way now. The Crunch with speed. Edmonds sends this one around the boards. He's got help in Myers. Myers hit the post earlier today. Fortier comes back to pick up the puck. Big crunching hit laid on. Well done by Monsieur. Under siege though, however, Willman trying to catch up to the puck in time. They center, cut off. Willman, he'll settle it down as well. Bowers circling center ice.
We got a minute 15 left here. Let's see if we can get a couple rushes in.
Bowers with room. He'll step in. Poked off his stick. Comets well placed in the center zone to pick it up now. It's Stillman on the ice. Utica, nicely done. Utika's in. The pass, knocked down. Kochetkov has that one off the body. Koepke's moving at center ice. Koepke's got the puck. Moving in. He'll leave it. Not the best idea because it's a 2-on-1 the other way maybe. Here's Bowers coming in with Stillman. Bowers shooting! And a shoulder save by Kochetkov. Now we go the other way. It's a 2-on-2 as the Comets make a change. Koepke in the final 30 seconds of overtime in a 3-3 game. You don't want to see a game like this end of a shootout, do you? I don't.
No, I don't. I was hoping Stillman was going to get his first goal right there.
It's a roll in. Goncalves on his backhand. Drives the goal. One-timer, they score. What a shot. It's over. Felix Robert ends the game. And the Crunch win a 4-3 decision in overtime with 14.5 seconds left.
Man, to battle back, be right there. Caught an edge out of the corner, looks like, and what a great shot.
It's a perfectly placed shot.
I'd like to know what Smeltzer's,
yeah,
maybe he wants a penalty there out of the corner. I don't know, Thompson did get knocked down, but Smeltzer is not happy.
No, he is livid. You're absolutely right about that. I don't know if Eric, you guys in the truck can maybe look. Maybe there was something that we didn't see.
Yeah,
away from the play, perhaps.
Seems weird that the Comets haven't left their bench yet. I don't know if this is reviewable or not.
So Robbie Russo is over. Now Schmelzer's over. Is he asking for too many? I thought at one point there may have been too many men on the ice.
I mean, that's
very, very briefly, but I mean, it is a bit. Here, let's take a look. So that's Willman. So they want review on the. Well, I don't. Utica thought it was a goal. If they were asking him to go back and review, I don't believe that was a goal.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was right on the line there when Dowling was poking at it early, but I don't know how that's reviewable or what the rules are.
Now I'm blanking. Did we not get a single whistle in that time? We probably didn't, did we?
There was no whistle.
Here's the recap statistically. The Comets out shooting them heavily, 34-24. The big part of that game, though, the 2 for 5 in the power play for Syracuse, is probably what ended up giving them the juice it needed to keep that game where it was, and then it got saved by Kochetkov as well. Let's take a look at what's to come down the road. It'll be a game on Sunday in Toronto before we head to Bridgeport for a game there, and then one more on the road against Syracuse, and perhaps revenge on that day, October 27th. For all the entire crew here today, for Sean, myself, Jason Shire, we'll say good night. We'll see you again on WKTV. Good night.